Happy Friday. A little jig, a little Friday jig. I ain't got no rhythm. Says the girl that was like a dancer for 20 years. Y'all, listen. I may or may not have found CC in a bag. Look, these are energy gummies. I've already had one, so I'm not going to have any more. First of all, can I just say that my workout yesterday was productive because my ass hurts really bad. Like, it's never hurt before. You know why I think? I think it was from those deadlifts that I did. I did a bunch of RDL deadlifts. I think that done it. I think that done it. Oh, it literally stand, okay? So the energy gummy. I've already had 50 milligrams of caffeine. 50 milligrams of caffeine. It's got some prebiotic vegetable starch, potato starch, rice flour, pectin, color. The colors are from fruit juices. So first of all, let's see how many we got in here, because I do believe they were like $2.80 or something. I'm hoping that these will help me with my workout. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get about what, like 12 gummies? So 12 gummies, 50 milligrams each. You're getting what, like 600 milligrams of caffeine in a bag for $3? That's not bad. Good afternoon, y'all. Sorry, y'all know how I do. Hello, I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Friday. I got something exciting for us to do. As you see, I went and got my computer because I got the IT people on it. I got them on it, honey. I got them on it. But, you know, we got to collect evidence before we can. Got to move in the shadows for the future. They taste really good. I ate one of them. I had the fruit punch. There's lemon, lime, orange, fruit punch. I like them. I'll let you know if I have any kidney problems. Energy Burst gummies. No, not on this nasty table. Rewind it back, please, where I get damn hepatitis from a picnic table. I need a hair bow to go around on. I guess this will have to do. So, I'm a little indisposed. Y'all, it's been how long since I've been able to wear makeup? A few weeks. It feels like longer. Yeah. I feel like I am officially Tom Hanks in Castaway. That's how I feel like I look. My body dysmorphia has gone wild today, last night. You know, it's so crazy because I must have drank so much alcohol back in the day. I was swimming in a river of denial, but that river was alcohol, okay? Because I really thought that I was like an 8 when I was really a 2. And like the overconsumption of alcohol made me delusional, okay? It's crazy because now that I work out, my body dysmorphia has actually gotten a little bit worse. I'm more, hypercritical of certain areas of my body. It's not like I'm completely displeased. It's just like, I don't know. When I go through these PMDD symptoms, my body dysmorphia, my body looks distorted. Like, I physically look different. Like when I was working out yesterday and I could see myself in the mirror, I was like, that's not me. Like, you physically look different. And I can only imagine if you had the type of dysmorphia that made you feel like the opposite sex, how much worse that body dysmorphia actually is. Because I have it a few times a month with my PMDD. It's part of the premenstrual dysphoric disorder is body dysmorphia. So it's crazy that I go through this mood right after ovulation where I don't even look like myself. Like, you literally look different. It's crazy. It's like you ate a bag of mushrooms and then went and looked in the mirror. You just look distorted. You don't feel like yourself. A lot of people feel heavier or too skinny. Yeah, my body dysmorphia has really been acting up the past 2 days. So I found a shirt. Still didn't find no pants. I went to my storage. Y'all, there's so much shit in there, I can't even find anything. I know I have sneakers in there. I've got a really nice pair of Nikes. I know I have a pair of Champion shoes. Can't really use those for working out, but the Nikes I can. They're a little small. They're snug. That's why I bought these. And look at this. These are home sneakers that I bought practically new from Goodwill less than 3 months ago. They're called Rakas, and they've literally torn apart at the seams, both shoes. The only thing holding them together is the damn little plastic flap in the front that they done hot glued to the top of the shoe, okay? Hot glue, yeah, that's probably what they used because they tore apart within 1 week of cycling. They're literally $100 workout shoes. They just don't make nothing like they should. That's what that is. So anyways, I went to storage and grabbed some clothes, but I've been living in these clothes so long that I'm probably going to have to throw them away. Not to mention the purple skirt is way too damn big, and I got a hole in the damn side crotch. So that's definitely trash. I went by the Dollar General and got me a yogurt, some chips, and listen, I know that this has got arsenic, lead, mercury. Listen, probably all of the above. I forgot, but I really don't care, okay? It's Friday. We're going to ball out with some snacks. And I'm going to do my makeup. Oh, and guess what? Because, I'm TMI. I got a bikini bottom. Ooh, she had some bikini bottoms. They're brand new. Y'all ain't going to believe what I did. Oh, my God. I literally bought bikini bottoms and forgot that they had a security tag on them. Got them an hour away from where I bought them from, and then had to go back in there and fix the situation because I'm an idiot. I was in such a rush and I was moving so fast during the checkout that I just ignored the damn red tag that was a security tag and it's crazy because when I walked through the double doors of the Target to leave, that damn security thing started beeping. It was like beep, 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 beep. And then I look back and the lady's like, oh, you can just go on. It's fine. It just acts crazy all the time. No, girl, it's acting crazy because I forgot to get you to take the damn security tag off of it. It's acting crazy because I'm stupid. She's like, you can just go on. No, bring me back in here and search my bags right now. Because if you would have done that, then I wouldn't have had to make a second trip over here to get you to take this damn tag off. I mean, who would think that a damn 13 pound, what am I, in the UK now? We're in Melbourne. Is that even in the UK? London. Listen, it was $13 bikini. Who would think that they had that thing locked up like Fort Knox? I mean, I guess they just stealing everything. They stealing draws nowadays. Let me find out these heifers out here stealing bikini draws from Target. To the point, and then when I went back, I looked on the shelf and you could see all the little red tags, little Target red tags. I was like, oh, okay. So they literally got everything locked up around here. We're going to look through the Brookie bag and see what, first of all, Betsy Johnson, keeping you girl. I think I've had this thing for probably 11 or 12 years. No exaggeration. I had it when I had my daughter. And so that was like 2013, 2014. So it's been a minute. Betsy Johnson coming in clutch. Thank you, Betsy. We love you. Got it at like TJ Maxx, Ross's. Okay, the case in point, I bought this over 10 years ago, and it's held me up for over 10 years. There's not a bag on the market that I could buy right now. Not a bag on the market. I bet you money. There's not a bag on the market that I could buy right now from a realty store like Target, TJ Maxx, Walmart. There's not a bag on the market that would hold up that long. And she didn't completely hold up, but her innards do. So the pockets are broke. Plastic broke away. Hey, the zippers still work though. I mean, they're kind of pointless now, but hair. All right, I want to do my makeup because I haven't done it in forever. I need a clip or a hair bow. Here we go with this game. All right, let me just... And then I want to talk to y'all because there's some crazy stuff going on in the world, and I don't even care anymore. But I'm going to talk about it anyways. Crazy stuff. All right, first of all, let me get into my Brookie bag. Most of this I'm throwing away. So that's why I'm going to go through it like this. After I use it today, I'm going to throw it away. I don't need it. It's actually an accident waiting to happen because it's going to get busted in there, and then I'm going to reach in there because I'm clumsy and non-observant sometimes. And look at this. I just bought this, and everything's falling out the pan. Elf. Oh, what? You done bought Haley Road Beavers stuff now, and you think you can't even damn put glue in the pan anymore? Brand new. I've literally used it twice. And it's already... And I ain't even been... The bag's been in storage. What the hell happened? Little mice musketeers in my storage shed playing with my makeup? Trash. It doesn't work. It smells phenomenal. Dollar General Suave Men. It's great for a guy, or maybe like a boy that doesn't sweat as... Boys sweat bad. It doesn't work, okay? It doesn't work. Oh, my God. Come on, man. Damn it, Bobby. I don't want it on my skirt. Trash. Where's the trash pile? So we're going to go trash. Ooh, I love that stuff. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Trash. I don't know if I'm keeping this. It's pissing me off just looking at it, if I'm being honest. Paid for something and it ain't worth a damn. Might as well just run it over with your truck. This was grape milk stuff, but it's empty now. I think it was a concealer. Future Fluid. Okay, Mac. Y'all know how they got all them perverted makeup names. If you don't know, let me know. Let me tell you. I think it's Mac. Ain't they the one with all the perverted names? They are. They definitely are. Be like, make me... W word, W-E-T. For real, their lipsticks are like borderline pornographic. It's crazy. I think it's MAC. It's one of the makeup companies. Make me O-word, gasm. Like their lipsticks are all of this perverted stuff. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh. Okay, Ariana. Ow. No wonder she's brain dead. This hurts. We need to check on her. Miss Grande she don't seem to be having a grande time. I tell you, she seems... Oh my God, there's stuff everywhere. Do I have wet wipes? Snacks. More snacks. Ooh, I do. Guess what? Woohoo. Oh, my Lunchable. More snacks. I'm like a little kid. I got my Lunchable, my chips. It's all right. Everybody needs their Lunchable and their chips, honey. What's life without little pleasures? So first of all, I got these bond drops. No, Brooke doesn't need bond money. These bronze drops at the Dollar General. But fun fact, anything you find at the Dollar Tree, anything you find at the Dollar Tree, it'll have this little like target. I'm gonna show you when I get this clean. It's called Be Pure. That's actually Target brand stuff that they're selling at the Dollar Tree. And that's what these are. They're Be Pure, Target brand. The problem is, this thing leaks so bad. That's probably why they didn't sell, because, I mean, it just leaks. It leaks. It leaks. I do like it. You have to be careful because you will turn into an Oompa Loompa. It does not take much. This is some thick, dark, okay? And it leaks so bad. But that's probably why it ended up at the Dollar Tree. Because these companies, they have contracts with each other. I've seen so many Walmart brand stuff, Target brand stuff, that Be Pure with the little Target brand thing. Yeah. So we're going to keep this. God, it's all down in the bottom of the bag. Lady Gaga Haas Labs. Probably going to keep this for winter. I want to look at it, though, because I don't know, honestly, how long it's been in here. I think I got this back in, like, 2023 because it was on sale for, like, 70% off. Hell, is there any... There's a little something in there. I'm going to keep it because it's such an expensive brand, and I do like it. It's just, the only reason I got it on sale was because it's white, and I use it to conceal around my eyes. That's it. And it's got skincare in it. That's what you're paying for. That's why it's $40, $50, $60 a bottle. It's worth every damn penny, though. Just like Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Some of the best foundation you'll ever have. Oh, man. It's my favorite color. And you can't even get down in there. It's literally that, like, 90s pink. Oh, God. And it's got a little purple to it, too. I love that color. It's like this mauve. Hold on. They don't even make this anymore. It's discontinued. Sucks. Sucks. It's like that 90s. Why can't you see nothing? Is it me? I can't even see it. I give up. I give completely up. The joys of filming. Oh, God. Y'all, I don't know what I did yesterday at the gym. I'm keeping that. I know it's like almost empty, but it's discontinued and it's my favorite. Makeup brushes. If this is broken to pieces, I'm throwing it away because it just goes everywhere. It's actually for a black girl, but I used it to contour because it was on sale for like $1. Contour. Elf powder. I'll keep that. It's good for like. I think this needs. Oh, actually, that has a lot of fluid in it. LA Colors Brow Wow. It's actually, hey, there's my good mascara. Better Than Sex. Literally the best mascara on the market. Next to Kat Von D. CoverGirl, I'm going to keep that. Trash. Setting spray. Ida Puffer, it's trash. These are just makeup brushes and tampons. I'm going to take all these makeup brushes. I did wash them the last time. Brow tint. Came in an Ipsy bag. I didn't like it because it was clear. I do like the brush on it, though. I miss getting Ipsy. White setting powder. This is that blush. Elf. I don't know if I like the color. I got some dude that pulled up being weird. I don't think he realizes I'm on the phone, or either he's watching me on his phone. He's in a gold Camry. Just sitting here fucking staring right at me. What are you looking at, dude? Are you trying to get fucked up today? Oh, now he's getting out of the car. I don't know what's going on, you guys. But I go through this shit every fucking day. Every day. It's exhausting. So you just ride by some park and see some girl and think you can just stop and be creepy. Yeah, look. How he can't take his eyes off of me. He's trying to see what I'm doing. Gonna come over here and bother me. I mean, is this for real right now? It's exhausting, y'all. Let me put all this shit back in here in case I gotta fight this motherfucker. Because he don't know who he's dealing with this morning. eyes. God, I swear to God, I can't even just mind my business without creep. The moment he pulled up, he couldn't take his fucking eyes off of me. They completely tell on themselves. Well, I'll do my makeup after I eat. I'm gonna wait till he leaves. I'm gonna be a stalker. It's annoying. So it's probably some creep that's followed me for a while. Let me tell you how this goes, because I'm so used to this at this point, it's exhausting. It'll usually be somebody that's local that's seen me off the internet. It's crazy. And they'll be like, oh, the next time I see her, I'm gonna go say hey, or I don't freaking know people's frame of mind, y'all. I don't know. I guess they see the backdrop and they're like, oh, that's my city. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why people operate the way they do. I just know that they do what I say they do because I've experienced this time and time again. It's exhausting. Oh, I see now. Them things look fake as hell. That don't even look like a real cracker. Y'all couldn't have put no Ritz in there? Okay, I got chips anyways. I've been wanting to try these. Like, he's all up in my face. Like, how rude. Like, dude. I don't know why I'm surprised. I ain't never had no privacy. Not once. These little pepperonis look sad. Damn, paper thin. Turn it sideways and it disappears. Abracadabra. Magic. I hate people. I really do. They disgust me. What is this? Coconut. Come on, man. I don't know what that is. Oh. Cashew. A piece of chocolate. Chocolate. This shit is dangerous. I didn't like it at first, but it's alright now. How many ounces? 12 servings in this one bag. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. That might be 2 at best, by my calculations. I can't believe I found a shirt. Oh, God, I'm sore, man. God almighty, I hope I don't have to run for my life today, because I ain't gonna make it, boss. Oh, speaking of which, that's what I was gonna talk about that was so imperative. Y'all see the video that went viral of the 18-year-old girl that was almost kidnapped from her job? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, because first of all, baby girl, you got the spirit of a lion, and if you didn't have that spirit, you'd probably be dead. She saved her own life as bystanders watched her being kidnapped. Can't make this shit up. Some dumbass nurse, I say that heavy, dumb ass, she decided to run inside and call 911, but that's about the most that anybody did for this poor girl who was only 18 years of age working her job at a convenience store when a guy comes in and kidnaps her. He all but barely got her in the car before she was able to break away and run into a nearby business. Let me tell you something. I am waiting for the day to witness some shit like that. I feel sorry for the SOB. I do. I feel sorry. Because he ain't going to make it. He's not well. Somebody check on him. They going to need to. That girl saved her own life. She fought him off. Fought hard and long. Do you know how physically exerting a fight is? They usually don't take long. 30 seconds, a minute. That type of kidnapping is physically. He wrapped his whole body. He actually had her in a headlock and wrapped his whole body around her body and then drug her backwards out of the store to his vehicle, and then he opens the car door and tries to shove her in. Oh, it's got in my face. I think that she really thought from the surveillance footage that somebody was going to save her. She was screaming bloody murder. There's no way that anyone within a couple hundred yards could not hear her. The screams are horrible. I mean, they're like death screams. You can hear that she knows she's about to die, and she's begging for help and for someone to help her. She's screaming, "Help me, help me." I mean, and it's this blood-curdling, high-pitched scream, too. You know, I made a tower. I'm such a child. If I had the chance to speak to this girl, I would tell her that that was God showing her early on that no one's going to be there for her. It's just the reality. Not to sound cynical, but look at my reality. She had to be her own hero. She had to protect herself. And as I always say, when the shit hits the fan, it's up to you to protect yourself. And more often than not, when these types of situations go down, more often than not, people actually turn a blind eye. And matter of fact, what they teach you in rape prevention classes, self-defense classes, they actually teach you to scream fire or help, not that you're being sexually assaulted. Apparently it's common for women to scream, "I'm being raped, I'm being raped." And psychologists say to not say that. How sad that people will literally turn the blind eye and go the opposite way if they hear a woman yelling that she's being physically assaulted sexually. They say to scream fire or help. How sad. This was broad daylight. Broad daylight. And for the first, I would say, maybe 10 to 15 seconds of the surveillance footage, when he has got his arm wrapped around her neck, he has her in a chokehold backwards on her back, and he is dragging her out of the gas station. I do believe for about 10-15 seconds before he got her to that truck that she thought somebody was going to come save her, because that's really when she's screaming and going ham and begging for help. He got her all the way to that truck, and he opened up that door, and he started shoving her body in that car. And that, in my opinion, that's probably the moment she recognized no one was coming. There is no help. People are scared. Because that's what it boils down to. People are scared. All I'm going to say is you better never do no shit like that in front of me, because I'm waiting for the day. I'm literally just going to make a whole show of it. She was her own protector, as I say that you have to be. And he was literally a half a second from stuffing her in that car. And God knows what would have happened to her. First of all, I want to say that it's clear to me that this girl not only works out, but she takes extremely good care of herself. She got guns for days. I'm here to tell you that it probably aided in her being able to break away from this asshole. The main thing that stuck out was how physically jacked she was. This is her right here. Beautiful girl. Y'all, I hate this. There you go. And, yeah. So I'm going to read you the article. Look how jacked she is. I don't even think she knows she's jacked, but she is. You might not be able to see in here, but she's actually, when she was talking, you could see how cut up she was. So I don't know if that's lifting boxes of Pepsi at work, or in my opinion, she gyms. In my opinion, she's a frequent gymmer. In my opinion, you can spot it, you know. And she's absolutely jacked, and that probably saved her life. I'm being realistic right now. It probably helped her tremendously being able to fight him off. Let me find the article. I got Cheeto fingers. Will you lick those clean? So her name's Emma. She's 18 years old. Her name is Emma Marine. And this is out, you know, ironically, guess where the hell this was? Guess, Florida. I mean, come on, man. They don't have the best reputation, but this was in St. Augustine, Florida, outside of a gas station in a very populated area in broad daylight. This is that shit I be talking about. Bitches go missing every day in broad daylight. Case in point. Point in case. St. Augustine, Florida, 2 days after releasing the surveillance footage showing a robbery suspect attempting to force a woman into a pickup truck. It's so much greater than that. I'm so sick of this half-ass bullshit. Let me tell you, he tried to kidnap her in broad daylight, and God knows what he was going to do to her. They just layer the icing on so lightly, like it's just no big deal. That damn gentle justice. The media is responsible for most of it, you guys. Almost 2 weeks ago, Emma Marine, 18, began her day normally, and she showed up for her first shift at it's a smoke shop. Sorry, excuse me. Demons. We all got them. It looks like a convenience store from the outside, so. This was at the 206 smoke shop in St. Augustine. While working, she noticed a man who she said come into the business. He used the bathroom and he left. Then she noticed the same man come back a few moments later to use the bathroom again, adding that the man began looking around the store upon exiting the bathroom before going behind the counter. He just started grabbing stuff, she said, throwing it around, and started putting stuff in his pockets. When she asked him if he was going to be paying for the items, he said that he would. Eventually, he tries going for the front door, so I blocked his way, and he said, "What are you going to do about it?" In that moment, she froze up. She told deputies that he then proceeded to push her out of the way, placed her in a chokehold, and tried to drag her to his pickup truck outside and began to shove her in the vehicle. this shithead, who looks like a shithead, he looks like he ain't washed his ass in a week or shaved. He's 31-year-old Michael, Tundidor. In my opinion, he was probably doing drugs in the bathroom, getting up the courage to try to rob that place. And then, when the girl tried to prevent him, y'all, listen. What a weirdo. When deputies asked her what actions she began to take to fight back, Emma responded, I just kept fighting back and screaming. She said that the thought of not fighting back never crossed her mind because the second she was grabbed, she was terrified of the potential danger she could have experienced had he managed to get her in his truck. And we're going to talk about self-defense in a minute, because the way that the media writes this is why these things are getting worse. Women are not even aware of their right to defend themselves in these types of situations. Some women are scared to fight back because they're scared they're going to be thrown in jail. She said, by the time he had me in a chokehold, I wasn't thinking straight at all. All I could do was fight back. And while it's on my mind because I'll forget later, I want to talk about that. When something like this is occurring, whether it's a physical fight or you are under attack by someone else and you are trying to maybe diffuse the situation, get out of a chokehold or something like that, the best thing to do is to actually just stop and slow down. Something that I noticed in the surveillance footage of Emma is that she was so riled up, screaming, and I mean, this is shocking. I mean, who has time to slow down when they're being kidnapped? I know it sounds crazy, but I promise you that slowing down is going to help your case, because you can focus on what is actually going on. Emma, the whole time, is trying to get his arm from around her neck, and she could have kneed him in the dick with the heel of her foot. She could have kicked him in the dick. She also could have reached back and gouged his eyes out. She also could have reached back and grabbed his dick and pulled that motherfucker off. This is why it is important to slow down and think about what is the best plan of action when someone has you, say, pinned on the ground in a fist fight. If you actually take the focus off of being kicked upside the head or punched upside the head and kind of remove yourself from the situation and slow down. I know that it's probably a lot harder said than said, but something that stuck out to me is that she kept trying to pry his arm away from her throat, and there was so many other lines of defense that she could have implemented. And this is the sad part, going back to the media and their gentle justice and the court system, their gentle justice. It is the government's plan to make you confused about your rights. It's unfortunate. But you have rights, and you have the right to defend yourself, especially under these circumstances. And matter of fact, if the opportunity ever happened, I would hope that you would go full feral on that fucker and rip their face off, bite their ears off like a pit bull, girl. This is not a game. People will kill you, and it's up to you to protect yourself. And it's sad because while this girl was being kidnapped, there was bystanders that saw this, and nobody, not one person, ran to her aid. Typically, like the mother and children that almost got kidnapped from a Target or Walmart a few months ago that we talked about, thank God. It was a mother at Walmart, I do believe. She had her children in the back seat. She was trying to load up the groceries. Something took place. The guy had jumped in the driver's seat, was trying to take the car. He was going to take the car with the kids. One thing led to another. The mother started screaming for help. All of these bystanders, civilians, saw that she was being carjacked and that her children were in the back. And so they ran to her aid, stopped the vehicle, was begging the guy to let the children go. One thing led to another. They were able to get him out of the car, make a citizen's arrest, hold him down so the cops got there, and he went to jail. Lord forbid he would have got away with that Suburban and those children. And it was only because of the Good Samaritans that that woman got to live another day with her babies. You don't know what could have happened. And the fact that all of those people were in that shopping center and around that bodega or the smoke shop and nobody tried. I mean, they can physically see her getting dragged to that car. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then they put the nurse on the news like she did something heroic. Girl, you called the cops. It could be an hour before they get here. You're a first responder. You should know that. It was so reminiscent of the nurse that came running up to me when I witnessed a horrible accident and saw this girl die and her brains were hanging out of her head. It was about 2014. I was getting on the Alamance, on 40 in Alamance County, going down from the Graham-Pittsburgh exit to the 54 exit. It's like 4 lanes traffic, I think. It might even be 5 because it opens up to let you hit 54. And I'm sitting there in dead stop traffic. And I see this little silver car, little Bullet. It was like a Nissan Versa or maybe a Honda Fit, one of them tiny ones. But it had 4 doors. Because I remember crawling in the back seat to find her book bag so we could identify her. I'm not a fucking first responder. I didn't drive for a week after this. Anyways, she just come flying on the on-ramp and freaking went right underneath a tractor trailer. The corner of the tractor trailer come through the windshield and just right in the head. And I sat there for a moment and I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I really think that, you know, I was naive at the time. I didn't really understand physics and how dangerous cars are and how often these little accidents take place. So I was like, oh my God, she's going to get out. She never got out. So I get out my car and I start running across 4 lanes of traffic and I get over there and the car's smoking and I'm like, oh my God, it's on fire. I got to get her out. When I opened the door, all this smoke come out. It was airbag stuff. And she was just laying there slumped over. And I saw this woman running through traffic with a roll of paper towels. And she had on nurse scrubs. And she's like, I'm a nurse. Here's some paper towels. I'm like, her head is like plumb open, dude. And I mean, there was blood everywhere. And she took some of the paper towels and she handed them to me. And she was like, just apply pressure until the EMS gets here. She didn't make it to the hospital. I think she had 2 kids too, or maybe they were her siblings. She had pictures in the rearview mirror. She was a student at Alamance Community College, was late for school, and just hit that ramp and was not paying attention. And the traffic was stopped. From my understanding, those were her children, but maybe they were her little siblings. God, I hope so. I couldn't drive for a week after that. It messed me up really bad. But that first responder just being so nonchalant. I thought y'all were supposed to be caring and shit. You know the world's upside down when the convicted felon cares more than the damn nurse. She's one of them like, oh, I just got off of work. It's my day off now. You know what I mean? It's just like, yep, I'm done for the day. I just clocked out. I had to work 3rd. I ain't got time for this shit. And then when the EMS got there, he was cold as hell. And he's like, do you know where? I was like, no, my car is over there. I was like, I just witnessed it. He was like, well, help me look for her driver's license. Can I go get her blood off of me first? Like, Jesus. Fucking heartless shit. And then people expect you to be heartless like they are, so they don't understand why you're all tore up about it. It's like, damn, dude. That was a living, breathing human fucking being with family and... But they call me heartless. Yeah, shit was wild. She had a student ID in her book bag with her little books and stuff for Alamance Community College. So sad. And then they're loading her into the EMS, and he's like, yeah, she's probably not going to make it to the hospital. It's like, damn. This shit sucks. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Yeah, that's why I be talking shit about them little cars. I done seen the damage they can do. If I would have been in one of those little cars when I flipped my car, it would have killed me. Damn it. Why am I always making a mess? That shit's good, but it's dangerous. It's got 7 grams of added sugar and just 3 tablespoons. I just ate some pepperonis and things. I'm waiting for this guy to leave so that I can down. Oh, that girl, Emma, she said that her parents always told her to fight back, so that's why she did. She said that she was scared of losing her job as the primary reason for jumping into action. According to Emma, about a week prior to his attempted theft, her sister, who also worked at the store, experienced a similar occurrence when someone stole something during her shift. Emma said that her boss threatened to fire her sister or take the losses out of their paycheck if another theft were to happen, so she was worried that she would be retaliated against had she let him walk out the door without trying to stop him. And I was like, why did this girl decide to damn jump in front of that guy? That's why. He had already fired her sister too. She said that she and her sister no longer worked at the smoke shop after their boss let them go, adding that there had been no contact between them since everything happened. How cold. So this girl is almost kidnapped off your property and you fire her? This poor girl's living my life. Damn. Girl, bless your heart. You need an attorney and I know you ain't got money for one. First of all, you cannot fire your employee because they were almost kidnapped. And it looks bad on your store. I mean, that's crazy. Talk about being fired for nothing. Shit, you should have gave her a damn key to the city. The girl was able to do what apparently 20, 30 witnesses couldn't. Damn scaredy cats. I don't understand this world, you guys. So she lost her job. This man tried to kidnap her and then they fired her. She ain't even got a job. And she ain't gonna be able to find one either. Unless somebody feels bad and sees a damn news article and she lost her job. Because there are no jobs. That's probably why she tried to stop him, which is what she said. I'm gonna do my makeup. I guess the best way to describe your legal right to defense is if somebody puts their hand on you. It's as simple as that. If there's a reasonable threat is going to be somebody that's actually charging at you. Maybe somebody with a knife that's coming at you. Somebody that you see has a gun coming at you. You're allowed to protect yourself. However, someone with a knife that's coming at you, you cannot then... How can I explain this? You can't use overforce. So let's say you get in a fist fight with a guy. It's 2 guys fist fighting, and you're getting your ass whooped, and you're feeling some type of way. So you go to the truck and grab a gun and come back and shoot the guy. Yeah, you're going to jail for murder. You can't do that. If he hit you first, you can hit him back, but you're not allowed then to pull a gun. Saying this is where people don't understand the law. Yeah, I know. Carmelo Anthony showed me that people don't understand the law. It has to be reasonable force to match the threat. So, like, if it's a fist fight and somebody pushes you, you have every right to deck that son of a bitch. especially if he's still trying to hit you. And I think that's the main thing, is that you're supposed to retreat. You're not allowed to... That's number 7, skin stuff. You're not allowed to, you're not allowed to antagonize, provoke, and then start a situation just so you can finish the situation. You can't be the antagonistic one. You know, like the Carmelo Anthony situation. And I don't have good lighting out here, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do my makeup, but I'm going to try. Yeah, so let's talk about it. So you have to believe reasonably that there is a threat or immediate danger to you in your life. Like, for instance, let's say that you're walking through a parking lot late at night and some dude you see running towards you. And he runs up and grabs you. You have every right to start decking him in the face. As a matter of fact, I would recommend gouge his eyes out. Go for the eyes, grab an ear with the teeth, and knee him in the dick at the same time. Okay? Yep. You can do it. I got faith in you. So, somebody charges at you, grabs you. You have every right to go ham on that person. As a matter of fact, take it as an opportunity to get in some hits you've always wanted to try. You know, you might as well. I mean, it's better than dying. You want to die? Or you want to learn how to hit and try to live? The choice is yours. If somebody has done grabbed you, there's absolute danger. They're putting your life in danger by grabbing you, you know? Like, yeah. The defender must have reasonable belief that they were in immediate danger or unlawful physical harm. Let's say that we have words at a picnic and I walk away and then you come up and stab me in the back or stab me in the throat. That's not self-defense. The force used to defend oneself must be proportionate to the threat. That's what I was talking about, weapons. You can't get in a fist fight with somebody and then pull out a pocket knife and stab them. It doesn't work that way. There was no reason to pull out the knife. Y'all were in a fair and square fist fight, and then you pull out the knife. Oopsie, now it's second-degree murder. It'd be different if somebody come at you with a knife, then you can meet force with force. As a matter of fact, if somebody's coming at you with a knife, I do believe that you have the legal right to fire them, like literally shoot them. So, let me fact check. But if someone's like, I don't know, throwing a tantrum in the middle of a Walmart parking lot, cussing you out, and beating on the side of your car, you have no legal right to fire through your car door. You're going to jail. Oopsie, second-degree murder again. The threat was eliminated by the security of your car. You were safely and sound in it. Despite the fact that this idiot's being an idiot beating on it does not mean that you can then fire through your car windshield or your car door. That's crazy. And I've seen so many of those videos in recent years, asshole getting road rage incidents, and they just start shooting out the front windshield. Have y'all seen that? It went viral. Crazy. Can't do that. No. And once again, you can't be the instigator. And just like in the Carmelo Anthony case, you know, he threatened Austin Metcalf. He's like, touch me and see what happens. Like, that's him being the instigator. You can't do that. You can't threaten someone and then have them threaten you back. And then, perfect situation. Remember when the manager of Planet Fitness threatened me? She said, go outside, I'll whoop your ass. And then I said, okay, bitch, let's go out and fight. The reason that case was dismissed is because you can't do that. It's against the law. You can't bait someone into a verbal, physical fight. You can't threaten them and then call the law and make up lies and say that they spit on you and threatened you. Remember, communicating threats. Remember, I do. You can't then call the law when you were the instigator and say that this person did something to you when you were the instigator. Damn, I didn't even think of that. That's how I got my charges dismissed. Interesting. Force is no longer justified once the threat has been eliminated. That's like if you shoot somebody in the leg and then they go to run away from your house after trying to rob your house and then you shoot them in the back 5 or 6 times. You can't do that. Nope, can't do that. That's how my neighbor went to jail. I told y'all that lady killed her husband over a ham sandwich. It's because she unloaded the gun and apparently shot him in the back too. Maybe he shouldn't have been beating her. There's a thought. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not justifying the murder. I'm just saying, maybe if she wasn't an abuse victim, she wouldn't have snapped. In most states, there is no duty to retreat before using deadly force. However, in some jurisdictions require to retreat if it's safe to do so. The law of self-defense allows a person to use reasonable force and sometimes deadly force to protect themselves from harm. It is a legal justification for actions taken when facing a perceived threat of unlawful violence. If someone is physically attacked, like 18-year-old Emma was, they can use reasonable force to defend themselves. If someone's being robbed or burglarized, they can use force to protect themselves and their property. Individuals can use force to defend themselves against sexual assault, even if it involves deadly force. Individuals can use force to defend themselves against sexual assault, even if it involves deadly force. It's always best to leave no witnesses behind, too. And I can assure you, most perpetrators that would do something as violent as this asshole and kidnap a girl from her job in broad daylight, most people like that already have priors for stuff like that. So when they find his dead body, you don't have to worry about it being your word against his, because he probably already has a prior. It's sick that they even let these bastards back out on the streets. You are not obligated to withdraw from your attacker before defending yourself with force. At least 28 states, Puerto Rico have stand your ground laws or statutes that eliminate the duty to retreat before using force in self-defense. These laws generally allow individuals to use deadly force in self-defense when they are reasonably believed it is necessary to prevent death or great bodily harm, even if they could have retreated to avoid the confrontation. I'm not running for my life. By the time I'm done with you, you're going to wish that you could run for yours. At least 28 states have laws explicitly stating that a person has no duty to retreat before using force in self-defense, including areas where they are lawfully present. Some states have expanded their castle doctrine, which traditionally protects individuals in their homes, to include other locations like vehicles and workplaces. That's right. Your vehicle falls under castle doctrine. That means if you're walking through a parking lot late at night, some dude comes up and tries to shove you in your own car, Lord forbid, I don't know, and something goes down and you have to run him over with your car, honey, run him over with the damn car. I don't know, but I'm just saying that your car is your safe spot. And anybody that tries to get you into your car, you out of your car, it's going to fall just like it would as a house. I'm back on the nicotine patches, but now I have the bad habit of picking it up again. A common law principle where there is no duty to retreat before you use lethal force if you are in your home or yard. Some states include a place of work and occupied vehicles. In 2005, Florida became the first state to pass the stand your ground law. That we just got that? I mean, I know 2005 was like almost 20 years. Yeah, damn, Brooke. Still, though, that's kind of crazy that that's still a newer law in comparison to some of the older ones we have. That's weird. So then in 2012, Florida's law came into connection when George Zimmerman shot and killed Trayvon Martin. George Zimmerman faced criminal charges but was ultimately found not guilty under Florida's stand your ground laws. It's important to understand even states that have stand your ground laws still have certain restrictions when it comes to using force in self-defense, and it's going to vary state by state. For example, a state may require that the threat of perceived bodily injury is objectively reasonable, and that reasonable force is used in proportion to the threat. Stand your ground laws may also require that a person using self-defense be at a location lawfully and not be the initial aggressor in the altercation, and I have to agree with that. So states that have passed stand your ground laws include Alabama, let's start over. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Carolina, and Ohio. Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, West Virginia, Wyoming. All the states that have sense are on this list. Seriously. Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Mississippi. Michigan's iffy. No, but for real, North Carolina, I mean, most of the states that vote Republican are either swing states. They're on that list. I find that interesting that the Republicans are the ones that, you know, want to give you your rights and make sure you keep your rights. That's part of the reason that I'm part of the Republican Party, despite all of the BS that's going on. On the other end of the legal spectrum, some jurisdictions impose a duty to retreat. Now, what that's going to be is that, let's say you're getting out your car and it's a dark night and you just got off of work and you're walking from your carport into your home and some masked mugger shows up and grabs you and your purse and he's got a gun and he's like, give me all your money, da 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 da. And somehow you're able to break free and you get in your home. That is a duty to retreat. When you have the opportunity to retreat, they want you to take it and do it. A duty to retreat generally means that you can't resort to deadly force in self-defense if you can safely avoid the risk of danger. Screw that. I'm going in my house, getting my gun, and coming back out here to shoot your ass. Can't do that. Can't do that. Nope, it doesn't matter. He's already robbed you and raped you. Can't do that. Welcome to California. Welcome to New York, where you can have somebody on your property and you can't do shit about it. Oh, you got a squatter now. No, but for real, if that's not an option due to being cornered, pinned down, or facing great bodily harm, then you may be authorized to use deadly force in defense if you must. If you want to live. Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Jersey, New York, North Dakota, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin. You may or may not go to jail for protecting yourself. So exciting. Ain't that crazy? Call me crazy, but I just feel like we need stand your ground laws across the board. It should be no debate what should happen in Emma's situation. Emma was being kidnapped from her job in broad daylight. It's sad that she had to go on the news to defend herself. And in that article I read you, she's defending herself. And she was the victim of a crime. If that news article defending herself, if that does not tell you how messed up these types of situations are and how upside down this world is, it should. The news article was wrote to explain why Emma fought back. That's crazy. I don't know about you, but I got a daughter, and I don't want my daughter growing up in a world where she doesn't know that she can defend herself against crazy men. Emma fought back, and Emma said that she fought back because her parents told her to fight back. They taught her that if she was ever under attack or somebody tried to kidnap her, they told her to raise hell. And thank God they did. Emma ain't slow. We like Emma. She's 18. Sweet girl. So sad. I just got milk everywhere. So sad she had to go through that. But damn, if it wasn't a winning moment for her future. Because God knows what he was going to do to her. Lastly, these states all adhere to some versions of the castle doctrine. California, Colorado, Illinois, New Mexico, Illinois, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington. So your chances of being murdered are higher in those states in comparison to the first list of states. So I would recommend stay the hell out of California, Colorado, Illinois, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington. It's crazy. Because all they have is castle doctrines, is what it said. And that's where you can use lethal force against someone attacking your home or property, like you in your yard or something. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this, but let's see. Look at the look of horror on her face. Hold on. Let me show you this. Look at the look of horror. You see her mouth full open? I mean, she is... Look at the horror. That's when he was getting her into his truck. I mean, I'm genuinely scared to witness something like that because I'm going to go so damn ham he might not live, and then I'm going to really be in some shit. Ain't that crazy? Poor girl. Alright, I'm going to do makeup now that guy's gone. Like, I don't need an I got y'all. I don't need an audience, you know? And, like, you're different. Like, I know you. I don't fuck with you. I don't know that man. He pulls up, staring me down, and I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Like, I'm uncomfortable because, like, I can feel, y'all know, I can feel that lustful, nosy shit going on. He's just looking for a reason to come over here and say, hey, little girl, you doing your makeup in the sunshine? And then I'm going to be like, hey, old man, you trying to be buried tomorrow? You done picked out your tombstone? I'll send you some flowers when I'm done. What if I just don't like people? What if I'm around the wrong people all the time? I think that's what it is that I run into the most nefarious characters known to mankind. I really do. Where's all the Disney people? Oh, no, I don't want the Disney people. They weird now. Shit. Where are all the country folk that don't act like them hoodlums? We all do shit. This is why I ain't found my tribe. All right, so first of all, look at my sore. It's healing up. It looks real good, right? Can you see? Can you see it? It's healing up. Okay, I think I got bit by a spider. But I don't know. Me no know. So I'm going to mix this because I think this is a little dark. But, you know, I think I'm a little dark. You know, I need to shave my face. So I like to exfoliate like once a month. I actually love how it makes my skin feel and look. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 small pumps of this. And those dots, like one little bronze dot. I sound like I need to work for Starbucks. Bronze dots. Oh, God. I'm getting to the age where I don't like the glowy shit. I don't like the glowy shit. I don't want to look like a bronze goddess. I'm not 20 anymore, okay? My style's changing. I'm not saying I'm never going to be a goddess again. You're a goddess. We're all goddesses. I'm just saying, I'll go back to the glow, the heavy glow, but it might be next summer, though, you know? I'm ready for fall, y'all. It's been so damn hot, and I know it's only July, but in my mind, it's like the end of October. I'm, like, ready. And they got the fall shit out in the store, too. When I was in Target, first of all, I ain't been in a Target since it was created. And they got all the fall shit out. We ain't even halfway through summer. Can y'all chill? Because the summer, I mean, the heat's still here. The heat ain't chilling. And when I walk in there and I see all this fall shit, it confuses my brain. I'm like, well, it feels like Satan's lair outside. And then I walk in here, y'all acting like it's damn October. Like, can we let the elastic on the bikinis cool off before we damn out here putting out pumpkins and Halloween costumes and candy? And shit, by the time October makes it here, they'll have the Christmas shit out. Tell me I'm lying. I'm like, what is going on? It makes you feel like you're in the damn twilight. You're like, I know when I walked in this store, it was 102 degrees out there. Why am I seeing pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns and black cats with fur and glitter? I'm looking for that other foundation. Did I throw it away? Probably. That's what happens when people come around me. I make mistakes. They give me anxiety. This appears to be clean. We're gonna roll with it. Let me shake this shit up. This is some kind of something for some aged women. I'm not that aged, but I do like it. I think it's got skincare in it. It's CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. You know, it could just, I don't see any skincare. It could just be whatever they make it out of is so good. It makes you look poreless. You look poreless. I mean, I already look poor. So let's try to, and I don't know if it's going to be the right color, boss. Let's roll with it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I have to go wash my face in the river. It's been so long since I've had on makeup. I want to do a full face. Like, I want to be, like, full glam. I just wish I had better lighting. Like, buy Apple, they said. And the damn thing don't even work. Oh, I think that's a little dark under my eyes. I'm going to have to contour. And I need to put my hair up different. It's a lot of dark. My hair's in my throat. I never do ponytails because I don't like them on me. We'll just call it a day. Let's see how bad it looks. Hey. It don't look that bad. Oh, it's a little dark. I need to even it out. We can fix it. I'll show you how I fix it. Did I put some on this side? That's actually the easy part. I actually do like this foundation, but I usually do it with my fingers. Am I a weirdo? God, it just goes on so much better with your fingers. That first layer just sucked into the beauty blender and ate it all up. I guess it was hungry. Ooh, I got too much. You know, too much is better than too little sometimes. Because if I didn't have enough, I'd be mad. I'd be like, I ain't got the coverage. I'm actually not going to go under my eyes. I don't want this stuff under my eyes because it's a little dark. I'm going to actually make something to go under my eyes. Now my hand's wet. Damn it, Bobby. Not anymore. Actually, I had to go over my eyes. Way too much. Got excited. Stinks though. It smells like old people shit. It really does. You know a girl grew up in the early 2000s when you see her putting on makeup like this. You're like, a beauty blender? What's that? We didn't even have those in the 2000s. Maybe. If you were like some bougie woman that like maybe had a mom that damn dealt with makeup a lot or something, but my parents, my family, the women wore a little bit of makeup, but not a lot, you know? I'm just bringing it down on my neck because I think it's going to be a little dark. Way too much on. I'm going to get this off from around my eyes. Get it out my eyebrows. Out from around my eyes. Alright. I can't see nothing, y'all. I feel like the resolution is so bad on that phone. It don't make no sense because it's iPhone. Foundation down. Is birth control labeled a carcinogen? Oh shit. Yes. The World Health Organization classifies combined oral contraceptives as group 1 carcinogens, indicating they can cause cancer. The relationship between birth control pills and cancer is complex and varies depending on the type of cancer and individual risk factors. I told y'all, this shit ain't good at all. Breast cancer. It's an increase of breast cancer with hormonal birth control, the pill. It can also increase the risk of cervical cancer. But this appears to decrease after stopping use of the pill. Liver cancer. Just stay off that shit. Best thing you can do is keep your legs closed. Amen? Amen. Ask yourself, what would Jesus want me to do in this moment? Lord. Yeah, I thought I saw that. I saw some news article that was just released yesterday talking about it. And it's so ironic because earlier in the week I was talking about how all of these women are infertile, and it's my belief that it's from the hormonal birth control. And if that is if that's the case, the craziest part is that means that the government, it was more than likely by design, because now they have IVF. So if they knew that that the hormonal birth control caused infertility problems, they didn't stop it from hitting the market. They just created a problem medically to make money off of that helps infertile women. Think about that. Do you know how much women spend on IVF every year? It's $1 billion industry. And growing. So many women are struggling with infertility right now, have been for years. And in my opinion, it's from the birth control. And as you can just see, as we just read, your chances of developing cancer go up. It's crazy. Liver cancer, cervical cancer, breast cancer, your chances of getting those go up with taking the pill. Now I need some fancy schmancy doctor to get on the horn and start doing a test. We need a study done on infertility and birth control use. Let's see if there is one, because I don't think there is, homie. That's the last study that they will pay for. Because then, if society found out that the government formulated this infertility in women just to make more money, that's not going to look good. Infertility in women and birth control study. There isn't one, like I said. I already know this from the other day. This is talking about a systematic review of returning of fertility after discontinuation of contraception. This was printed in 2018, so it sounds like back in 2018 they were aware that this birth control was a problem, and they were doing studies on the fertility and the links between hormonal birth control and fertility, and that stopped in 2018. And that's the only article that's even remotely available on the internet to tie these things together. And it'll probably take years before society wakes up to what the fuck is going on, but you heard it here first. Yeah. You heard it here first. Right now, the general census is that birth control can temporarily prevent infertility. And after you stop the pill, it might take you a while to be able to get pregnant, but it's okay. That's normal. That's okay. It's okay. The general census is it does not cause long-term infertility in women. I am telling you that is a fucking lie. I promise you. I promise you. The reason, in my opinion, these women, the reason that they're infertile is because they were on hormonal birth control for long periods of time. And from my own research, talking with friends, people that I know, reading articles, from my own research, in my opinion, the longer that women are on this hormonal birth control, the harder it's going to be in the long run to get pregnant. I find it interesting that now they're saying that this birth control causes liver damage, liver cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer. The most important thing they need to tell women is, hey, this pill could make you infertile. Because in my opinion, and in my own research, that's exactly what's taking place in this country, and it's medical malpractice in order to create a problem to make money. They make 10 times more money off of IVF than they ever did off of regular labor and delivery. In my opinion, it's just like COVID. Oh, and the food and diet industry in this country. You know, it's crazy how the FDA has had complete control over what we eat, what we purchase, what we're allowed to consume. They created a problem, and now they're trying to fix that problem with weight loss drugs to make more money. It's crazy. So first, they give us the food to consume, tell us that it's safe, get us fat as fuck, and then 30 years later, they're like, oh, guess what? We got this wonderful weight loss drug that was also approved by the FDA, just like the damn food that we approved 20, 30 years ago for you. All by design. You know, food plays a huge part in diet. Or food plays a huge part in mental health. And when your diet is shit, your mental health is going to be shit. It's just the way that it is. It's unfortunate. I wish these things weren't tied together, but they are. I got so much makeup in my eyes, y'all. I can't even see. Y'all know my eyes is already burnt. Burnt! Can't see nothing out here. Can't see nothing at all. I got eyebrows now. Half-ass. They look a little dark, don't they? I think my hair's lightened up in the summer. I think it gets darker and redder in the winter. I'm going to do a little bit of this concealer. It's really white. I got it on sale. I did it to mix with others. Sometimes I'll buy like a white e.l.f. Halo Glow. Where's that sponge? I actually like that better. I should have just done that to start with. It's a little bit whiter. I know you can't see nothing because I can't. This eyebrow looks so good. This one does not. I don't know why one always comes out good. I got itch. Ugh. Y'all. Now both of them is itching. I swear to God, makeup be clean. Why does that one look good but the other one don't? I got an eyelash. Eyelash. Yeah, one looks good and one doesn't. It's always like that, isn't it? I mean, I know they're supposed to be sisters, not twins, but I think this is going to be too dark. But screw it. It'll look good for the pictures. Oh, I can't see. I was going to contour, but I'm too lazy. I honestly just want to see myself with a little bit of foundation, maybe some mascara. This stuff smells so good. It's a Physicians Formula powder. It smells delicious. Like coconuts, the beach. I'm not going all the way under my eyes because I don't want to get this dark powder under there. As a matter of fact, where's one of those little brushes? Do like a... What if I told you I'm not working out today? Nope. Sure ain't. It's a blush brush, but it's clean. This is not my color. It sucks. None of this is my color. I haven't bought makeup in 3 years. So, bought one item, mascara. That's the only purchase I've made in 3.5 years. As far as makeup. That's it. All of this other stuff I've had since I got Ipsy's bags or I had money. Because I used to buy tons of makeup. Usually luxury too. Oh, I got that. The Physicians Formula powder. That was a drugstore buy. It's really good. God, it smells so good. I wonder if I want to do something with my eyes, maybe. LA Color Stick. I think this thing was like $1. Just a little smoke. I'm about to sneeze. Summer. And I usually don't have bad allergies, but the past couple, I feel like last year they bothered me too, but I could be tripping. Y'all, I had to go into the Dollar General earlier, and the lady that was working in there was all bent out of shape over my mere existence. I mean, it's really just baffling to me what is wrong with people. How do I know immediately that people are so fucking unhappy? Oh, I'll tell you, it's because the way they treat me. Yeah, I doubt I'll ever be going back to that Dollar General. Linda was a bitch. It's like, if you're that unhappy, why not work on being happy? Why do you choose to continue to be miserable? I don't understand. I'm literally homeless. It's exhausting. Dealing with people that have it all and appreciate nothing. I mean, it's so bad that I can feel people's negative energy that I almost didn't even want to get what I needed to get. And it took me a minute to even get over there to that Dollar General and pull that off. And then I get in there and this lady that clearly hates herself so much, my mere just me grocery shopping bothered her so bad. I could feel her energy. You know, the bombastic side eye, the Scrooge face, it's like, girl, I think you need a therapist. Maybe a chill pill. Is it just this area? Because people don't act like that in Florida. I'm starting to think that it's maybe just this area. Seriously, sadly. And not only this area. But I'm saying I think that it has something to do with the people isolating on the mountain. I think it has a lot to do with obesity. Because Linda wasn't well. She was indisposed. I just literally have it happen so much every day. Every day. It's exhausting. I mean, the fact is there are people that are not as strong as me that would turn around and walk out because of that, especially some younger people nowadays. It's just not okay for you to be a big ass bully because you let yourself get that big and you're miserable in your own body. That is exactly what it stems from. It's not okay. You know, ironically, I think a lot of these women around here were probably pretty popular in high school and maybe even college, and then they got back to their hometown, and 20 years later, they're not the same girl, you know? And then they turn bitter, and they get petty, and they feel some type of way about other people just existing. I'm sure some of you men are married to women like that. You can't even ride in the car with her. She'll get mad if you even glance at some poor girl jogging down the street. All of a sudden, you're in the doghouse because you were riding bitch with your wife, and you were trying to make sure that your wife wasn't going to run over this girl as she ran through the crosswalk. And now your wife thinks that you were staring this young girl down, and now you're in the doghouse. So I'm sure that some of y'all are married to women like that. You know, the way to fix this behavior and to hone it in is to really address it and to start talking about it. It's not okay. We tell children not to bully each other, then why is it okay for adults to become adult bullies and bully other people? Because they're not happy with themselves. So it's okay to do it in the workplace. It's okay to do it at church. It's okay to do it in a gas station. It's okay to do it anywhere else. But when children are children, because I'm genuinely confused. Do people just not know the difference between right and wrong, or do they just not care? Why is it that every Karen in the country can go to Facebook to air out their grievances and nobody says shit? See, that's the problem. Maybe if somebody jumped in that Facebook chat and was like, Karen, you know, for 30 years, you don't even never known how to shut the fuck up and mind your business. Maybe if somebody told Karen, you know, we could hone this shit in. Bullies. Bullies is what they are. And as soon as I went in there, I felt the energy. And in typical Brooke fashion, I just enjoyed the music, got my shit, and got out of there. Because I was like, this is that type of bitch that'll call the law and make up a lie. Oh, that came out pretty. I don't know if I match. Ow. That picnic table just grabbed me by the leg. That hurt. Oh, I scratched it. Highlighter. To highlight my face. I did a little smoky eye, nothing major. I'm not putting on a lot because it's hot and I will break out in this sun with this humidity. There might not be any coming back. It might just melt the pieces. I'm gonna tell you what, my ass hurts so bad. I'm getting me half a gallon of milk some cookies, and I'm gonna be a fatty, okay? All weekend. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm probably laying on my stomach somewhere because I can't lay on my ass, and I'm probably in the bush watching a phone and eating something, drinking my milk and eating my cookies. I'm not even a huge cookie fan, but I've been craving some of them kitchen sink cookies, you know, the ones where everything's in it. And sometimes Walmart has several kinds. They'll have like some Oreo kitchen sink cookies, and I don't think that's what it's called, but that's what I call it. They'll have different ones. It'll be like pecan delight cookies, and it'll have like caramel and like pecans and like, you know. Toffee is my favorite. I love toffee anything. Toffee peanuts, toffee brittle, peanut brittle. I love toffee is my favorite candy by far. What a manly candy, right? That's like a man's man, toffee. I just like that hard caramel, like praline, you know? That's my favorite, anything that's toffee. Those kitchen sink cookies from Panera has toffee pieces in them. That's why they're in coconut and everything else. Mascara, let's do it. You know, I wonder if I got a lippy in here. I need to put something on my lips so I can start biting them. No wonder they say I got problems. I'm always biting my lips. It's stress. It's a nervous tick from stress. And they're sunburnt too, and you know what it feels like when they're chapped and they like feel all scruffy. I can't see nothing. My little pupils are gone. Y'all, it's been so long I've done this that I don't even know how to apply mascara no more. Listen, I feel like one of them children that need them special glasses. When I looked at you, that's what my eyes look like. I was like, what? Seriously, though, the sun is so bright and there's so much light coming in that I can barely see. And my eyes are already burnt. All right, let's try this side. I'm hoping, oh my God, I just got it everywhere. I'm hoping that doing my makeup will take the focus off of my body dysmorphia for today. Because I'm not lying. When I saw myself in the river this morning, the trees were embarrassed for me. They literally shied away from the damn river. They saw my reflection and they were like, oh my God, what the hell is that? That's hideous. No, but for real, I had to put on that bathing suit bottom in Target. And I was standing there feeling like Shamu in a Speedo. And I was like, who am I? I work out for this? This is what I work out for? Like, seriously, I looked so bad in that bikini. 2 years of hard work for nothing? It's crazy how working out will give you even more body dysmorphia sometimes, because you want to get, you have this vision in your head of what you're going to look like, but you're just not there yet. Don't worry. Be patient, grasshopper. You'll get there. Me too, because today, every time I look in a mirror, all I see is a beached whale and a Speedo, honey. Which is fitting, because that's how I felt for 2 weeks. So, you know, maybe my body dysmorphia is 10 times worse than what I thought, and I think I look like this, but I actually look like Shamu. You know what I mean? Maybe I think I'm skinny. Shallow Hal over here. Shallow Hal. Maybe I'm really the big girl and I think I'm the skinny girl. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm floating down the Nile because it's a river. It's a river, honey. Maybe I'm floating down that damn the Nile River. Maybe I'm living in Delulu land. I mean, Always. There's no denying that. Listen, I'm honest. I never said I didn't have problems. Quite the contrary. Is that how you say that? I don't know. That's a big girl word for me. Too big. Quite the opposite. I openly admit I got a lot of problems. Hey, but they're not as bad as some people. I could have a drug problem. I could have a drinking problem. I could have a stealing problem. I could have a cheating problem. You know? Glass half full. I could really be a criminal or something, you know? I could have a closing my legs problem, an STD problem. I mean, you can have all kinds of really bad problems. IRS problems, government problems. Listen, every day that you wake up, you ain't got no court date, you got money to eat, it's a good day. I'm not even lying. It's so fitting. God, why is it so fitting? I can't even. Listen, we deal with major problems by laughing over here, okay? I wish I could work out, y'all. I want to. Mentally, my mind's like, yeah. Physically, my legs are like, no. Hell no, we won't go. This table was so dirty, y'all. For them to act like they do about this park, they sure don't respect it. There's bird shit everywhere. Look at that. And I dropped my vitamins on the table, remember? And I picked them up and shoved them back in the bag. Them things were $3. Shut up. And they're for energy. I'm not throwing them away. Shit, that's gold, honey. There's things worth of value in this world. Caffeine and nicotine are at the top of the list, next to gold and silver. And savings bonds. I think it's in that order. It's like gold, silver, savings bonds, collectible coins, collectible stamps, caffeine, and nicotine. Lippy. This is the e.l.f. First of all, I love these. These are reasonably priced, and they match the e.l.f. Let me start over. The Dior lip oil, which is $40, $50 a tube. And the Rihanna lip oils, which is what, $25? Just as good, if not better. Stays on longer. And it's got this, here you can smell it. It's mint. You smell it, but it ain't overpowering. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like light. I know. It's like there, but it's not like too much there. Like you're not worried if it's gonna burn your lips, but you're like, oh, maybe somebody will think I have fresh breath because it's minty. I love this stuff. I really do. I wish I could stop running my mouth so much and remember to put on more lip oil, because then my lips wouldn't look all dry and crusty, and then I wouldn't be chewing on them. Oh, and a byproduct, I do shut up when I put on when I put on lip oil. Does she ever shut up when she puts on lipstick? Oh, God. What else we got in the Brookie bag? Oh, we got trail. First of all, this is good. Oh, here's the other one. So first of all, I got this for $2.50. They had this one on sale when I bought this one. This one is like this dark brown Rihanna color. It looks just like the Rihanna lip oil. I mean, it's almost identical. I think hers is a little bit darker. But hell, girl, you can throw some pigment up in here. $25 or $5. And I think that was $4. I mean, in my opinion, there's no comparison. I'd rather have 5 of these than one of hers. And if it ain't dark enough, think outside the box. Take you one of them palettes that has a dark brown in there. Scrape you some off in there and stir it up real good, and then put the cap back down in there, and it'll be fine. Nobody will be able to tell. Most of those palettes are made for eyes, lips, and cheeks anyways. So those stuff that can go on top of your eye, it'll be okay as a blush and or a highlighter or a contour or in your lip oil. So they're a little different. One is a glittery, and then this one is a nude. It's more of like that. It's more like that MAC lipstick that I love so much that I swatched earlier. It's more of a 90s pink in my opinion. It's more like, I guess, like a mauve. Mauve? Mauve? Tomato, tomato. Me no speak English. What's your first language? English. Oh, God. So true, though. All right, let's brush my hair because I don't think I've even done that today, if I'm being honest. I need a haircut. Y'all see all this? All that needs to go. Can you come over here to this park here and give me a haircut? Y'all see how much blonder my hair's getting now? That I noticed that in pictures. I think it's the sun. I think it gets dark in the winter, and I think you see probably a lot of my grandma's side coming out, which is Cherokee, and it's got like this, also this red tint. I swear to God, I've either got Scottish, Irish, maybe probably European, yeah. I want to do a DNA test for my birthday. I'm doing it. I've already committed. We committed a year ago when I said, oh, I want to do a DNA test for my birthday, and I didn't do it that day. That was my birthday. So this year we're going to do it. I need to know. I need to know. And also, I'm like 99.9% sure that I have like 3 or 4 siblings that I've never even met. How sad. Almost 40 years old and don't even know how many siblings I have because everybody was just so damn messy. Literally. Like, so I want to do that. But I do think that I clearly have some blonde highlights. You see where the sun's been hitting it, and then the bottom when it starts to grow out, you can see the bottom has those natural highlights in there. So, I don't know. I know my grandmother my grandmother's grandmother was Cherokee Indian. Whole Cherokee, half Cherokee, I don't know. But I do know that when I was growing up, my grandma stayed in subsidized housing. She had like a low-income housing, and she was in the same apartments for like 30 years until she was put into a rest home. Grandma Millie, that I'm always talking about. And in her bedroom, she had, first of all, subsidized housing in the 80s was the shit, okay? My grandma had a full 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and this apartment was huge. It was off of Town Branch Road in Graham, North Carolina. Can't miss it. It's right across from the city park. Huge bedrooms, huge. I mean, her master bedroom was twice the size of what you would see in a typical master bedroom in an apartment nowadays. It's crazy how roomy and spacious that 3-bedroom was, and she only paid a couple $100s a month because she was on low-income housing. So, and my mother raised me. Well, I grew up in foster care. It's complicated. There's videos on that. But during the weekends and also anytime we were out of school, we spent all the time at my grandma's house. I mean, the summers and just, we never wanted to leave. Mama would come get us on Sunday and we'd be crying, wanting to stay at grandma's, I will say that the 80s and 90s, in my opinion, bred some of the best grandparents. Everybody that I grew up with adore their grandparents just like I do. Your grandparents were pretty much your parents growing up most of the time. Like, in the 80s and 90s, you spent more time with your grandparents than you sometimes did with your mom and your daddy, okay? It's just how they were. And, it's crazy because nowadays they're not doing that. Grandparents don't want to be grandparents anymore. So my generation of people don't have the same help that, my mother's generation did. The village is not showing up to raise the village. So anyways, Grandma, in her back closet, she had this tall thing of Playboys, right? And Playgirls or whatever. And she also had all of these photo albums. And in those photo albums was her grandmother's burial pictures. And I remember she was really, really dark. Like, really dark. She was Cherokee. But she was extremely dark, even when she passed away. And she was all done up, and they had her in this beautiful dress, and she was in a coffin. And, it's pictures of her dead. And you can tell that she's dark. So even before she died, it's clear that she spent a lot of time outside. But my whole family did. They always had gardens. They were always outdoors doing something, physically active. And my grandma grew up, small little town, and she would have been my great-grandmother. Or no, it would have been my great-great-great-grandmother. It was my grandmother's grandmother. It would have been my great-great. It would have been my great-grandmother. So, judging by how dark she was and everything, it's safe to assume that she had a fair amount of Cherokee in her, if not something else as well. So I know that that's on one side of the family. And that's only because Millie told me. Millie used to brag about that side of the family all the time. And you can see it in the family. The high cheekbones, my grandmother's nose, which I have. I mean, it's crazy. You know the guy that was shot and killed that played John Redwood on King of the Hill? I saw a picture of him. And this was like a month ago. And it was the first time I saw someone with my skin tone. He has this red... Let's see if I can find a picture. This is how... And y'all have seen me. When I get tan, I turn this brown red. It looks like the soil here in North Carolina. That red clay mud. My skin turns that color, that red clay mud, when I get tan. But it's not a burn. And you can tell it's not a burn. Y'all have seen me that dark before. But you know who has that same tan is that guy that was shot and killed, Jonathan. Damn, what was his name? Who was the actor that played Redwood on King of the Hill? Jonathan Joss. This was the picture. And that's the same color that I turn when I'm out in the sun too long. It's crazy. It's like this, it's like brown. But it's more like red undertones, right? And he's Cherokee. He's Indian. So, and I think he might be another tribe. What tribe was Jonathan Joss from? Apache tribes. White Mountain Apache tribes. So, I definitely want to see. Also, though, my dad's side of the family, I would guess European, Scottish, Irish. That would be my best guess. But also, my dad's dad, my papa Lonnie, who shot and killed himself in, like, I want to say 96. It might have been 93. I would have been 4 or 5. So it would have been like 93. Anyways, he turns the same color. Like, he gets that real tan, too. So I'm wondering if maybe he had some Cherokee in him, too. Because he was real tan. Like my great-grandmother on my mom's side. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's my eyes came from my mom and my dad. It's weird. I look like my mom with my dad's facial structure. I have my dad's facial structure with my mom's features and my mom and my dad's eyes. They both have blue eyes. So I see a lot of myself in my mother the older I get, you know. I've always knew that I was a little bit like my dad, but like I just got his facial structure. It's so weird. I look like my mom. Definitely want to do a DNA test one day because I'm curious. I really am. I think that my grandmother had some pretty strong features, too. Like, I look a lot like my grandmother, Millie. Like, the older I get, the high cheekbones, my nose, stuff like that. I just feel more like her. And my mom, you know, that was her mom. So, yeah. Definitely curious. Y'all, I want this yogurt, but I ain't got no spoon. I wonder if I got a fork. I don't know how I pulled that out of there so smooth. That never happens. I'm surprised I didn't stab myself 4 times before I could get it out. Cut the damn bag of protein open. Rip the bag of trail mix open with it, trying to get it out my bag. Why does it have to do that? You can't act right for me. What time is it? 11:57 on my side of town. Oh. God, my glutes. What did I do again? Oh, those deadlift RDLs. I don't know what to call them. It's the big deadlift bar. You know, the long one. It's got 45. The bar's 45, and then I put 20 and 20, and then 20 and 20. Or no, 10. I don't know if those were 20s or 10s. They're the big ones. They're that big. Anyways, it was too much damn weight, so it doesn't matter. I had to take 10 or 20 pounds off each side. Ow. And then I was doing these snatches where you like, and I'm actually surprised I'm not sore because I did a bunch of snatches yesterday too. You do the RDLs where you go like this. Ooh. Down. Ooh. And I'm telling you, my ass hurts so bad. I swear to God, it feels like 2 forks are stabbing me in each cheek. Listen, I already talked about how my glutes don't be firing right. And then I go in there and I get them to fire. But I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, it worked. I was going to brush my hair. I forgot. We'll try that next. I was going to go in there and show out. But then I got in there and my PMDD was all up in my head, homie. And I ended up outside on the ground talking to y'all. And then I went back in there later. Dilly-dallied around a little more. Got in a full set of Bulgarian split squats, sumo squats, weighted with 30 pounds, both. And what else did I do? Oh, I did those deadlifts. RDL deadlifts. I don't know what they're called, man. This shit done melted. Y'all know what I've been rewatching? Ozzy Osbourne show. First of all, I did not know that Kelly had an addiction to damn pills. They had to send her to rehab. Kelly Osbourne, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter. If you've never seen that, then Patrick, I'm going to need you to get your ass from underneath that rock. Honey, that show was one of the most epic shows ever. What have I learned? Well, Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne met when Sharon was 18. Her father actually was a producer of some sort, or he owned a record company. And Ozzy Osbourne was with, I do believe, Black Sabbath. I might have some things wrong. It's not important. It's okay. We can be wrong. I can handle it. So Black Sabbath apparently was going to sign with a different record label, or they were going to record maybe a song, or there was a show coming up and they were changing production. Listen, all I know is that Ozzy Osbourne needed Sharon's daddy for some kind of business operation. And Ozzy Osbourne walked in the door with Black Sabbath, and Sharon talks about how disgusting they looked. Like they, like most rockers were more like slick and stuff, and like Black Sabbath was just gross, and Ozzy Osbourne was all hairy, and like she wasn't interested, and she was an 18-year-old girl, at the time. And essentially, what happened was they started to become friends, and then they became lovers, and the rest is history. Sharon and him has been together for, I don't know, 40 years at least. I mean, over 30. I believe if it wasn't for Sharon, he wouldn't even be alive. Something that I adore about their relationship is how much they trust each other. You can tell that Ozzy completely confides in her fully and trusts her with his life. And although they've had many, many bumps in the road, many bumps. Sharon got cancer. There's rumors that Ozzy's cheated. He's a celebrity, shit happens. I mean, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying they've had not a perfect marriage, but at the end of the day, you can tell that they both trust each other wholeheartedly and fully, and that they have a bond. And I think that's what I appreciate about them so much. Not to mention that they were pretty decent parents. They didn't do everything perfect, but I'm just a kid. It's never going to change. I'm always going to be this way, okay? I can feel you judging me, even though we're supposed to watch and not judge. The yogurt is running because it's hot. I hope I don't get sick. Send me get well soon card if I live. But yes, Kelly had a drug problem. She was high as a Georgia pine. She was complaining about how she was sick all the time. This went on for weeks, because there's multiple episodes with her stoned out of her mind on opiates, and it came out after they sent her to rehab that it was pain pills. Hell, she met with one drug dealer and gave him over $500 and tried to tell Sharon and Ozzy that she was joining a gym. We all remember Kelly from back in the day, right? Okay. And she was always a sweet girl, and she got a bad rap because she was bigger, and they bullied her over that. And I thought that was really messed up. In hindsight, it's jealousy, That was the start of reality TV. The Osbournes. That was the start. Epic show. I remember not being allowed to watch MTV, so I didn't see it growing up. But after I moved out or whatever, I watched it. We weren't allowed to watch MTV in my house. My parents were strict. I remember one time I was in the living room and Mom was washing the dishes, and Hit Me Baby One More Time was on like VH1 or something. Now, she would sometimes let us watch music in the mornings. Like, Mom would have it on in her room. Remember, like, the VH1, they'd start the day with, like, new music videos, Ricky Martin and freaking Gwen Stefani music videos, remember? So sometimes Mama would let us watch the music on some of those channels. But if my dad called MTV on, he would cuss you out. You'd probably get smacked upside the head and then grounded. So it was a big no-no. Like, if we were going to watch it, we'd have to kind of do it under the radar type of thing, you know? Like, oh, God, Dad just pulled up. Change the channel. Like, you know? Like, Dad just got home from work. Change the channel. So, anyways, I'll never forget Mama was washing dishes. And I was standing in the living room, and it was Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time that had just came out. And so I would have been in middle school, maybe. Anyways, I went to do that dance move. You know how she goes, hit me, baby? I didn't even get to finish before Mama was in my face with wet dish hands. And I was just like, oh, God. And she was like, don't you ever let me see you do that again. Don't you ever dance like that again. All I did was hit me, baby. And she was on me. I didn't even hear her feet moving from the damn sink. I didn't even see her coming in my peripheral. She yoked me the fuck up. She was like, you're not going to dance like that. Ma'am, I didn't even move my hips. I literally did the arm motions. And people call me crazy. Never would I ever. Psycho. She was. She's crazy, man. In a good way. In a good way. She meant well. So I even like my makeup. I guess it ain't bad. It could be better. I wish that I had better lighting. I didn't do anything crazy. I just did a no makeup look. I kind of miss being able to do that, you know. So I always look like a ragamuffin. My hair, I said I was going to brush it. I mean, I might have to turn into the Little Mermaid because your girl don't know where damn brush is. Oh, we got company. The guy was creeping me out, staring at me earlier. As long as people are not staring at me being weird, then I'm fine. It's like, why are you staring? Didn't your mama tell you ain't supposed to do that? I swear to God, when I get a body cam, I'm going to start confronting people. Be like, hey. Spark up a conversation because that's what they're waiting for. Didn't your mama tell you ain't supposed to stare at folks? See what the hell they say. Seriously. What do you say? I think you should be honest. Sorry, I'm a pervert and I don't know how to mind my business. I ain't seen a pretty girl in a while and you're the first one I saw, so I figured I'd just stare you down and make you feel uncomfortable until you run out the park. You know what I mean? Some young guy with probably a freaking animal or something. I don't know, man. My hair. So, I got an idea. What if I get some scissors and we wet my hair in the river and then we try to cut my hair? We're going to have to pull it all to the front and do stuff a certain way because... So, the butterfly cut, for those that don't know, is what I have. It was a wolf cut, but I'm trying to grow it out. So a butterfly cut, you're going to go right behind this ear over here. I didn't go back far enough. You're going to go right behind the, y'all, it's hard to do when I ain't got a mirror. You're going to go right behind the ear, maybe a little bit farther back. And then you'll pull all of this forward. Right behind the ear, and I ain't got enough. Oh, this dude's just working out. It's fine. I think. Until I go missing on live or get killed. So you'd pull all of this to the front. Damn, I need to take all of that off. Look at that. All of that needs to go. Damn. All of that needs to go. I've done waited so long, it's made the problem worse. Fuck. This is why you got to get it done every 6 to 8 weeks, man. Because then when you do get one, you're going to have to take half your head off because the split ends have done damn. I actually need to take off that right there. That's all dead. That's all split ends. Why is it crooked? Probably because I'm crooked. And I don't have the line up right. You're supposed to go right behind your ear. Cross-section it up in the front. Tie this up. Cut off about 1 inch or 2, depending on how much you want to take off. You're going to do this in 2 sections to get the haircut that I have. And I think I might actually do it tonight. And I've done it before, but I'm scared because I'm attached to it. Because now I have a hoarding problem because I'm homeless. I swear to God. Well, I'm literally asking myself why I'm so scared. I look cute with bangs. Why am I so scared to let this hair go? And it's because I've lost everything else, and now I'm terrified. Stephanie, you know I said I didn't like that therapist, but the longer I'm with her, the more I like her. I like her. I really do. Because she flat out asked me, she said, are you having any problems with hoarding? And I was like, girl, I ain't got nowhere to keep nothing. She's like, yes, but are you having a problem with letting go of things? Tremendously. What are you talking about? I'm scared to even walk away from my cell phone because of the uncertainty. My sunglasses. I'm scared to, it does. Being like this, you want to hold on to everything because you don't know what could happen. It's not like you got a car and you can go get something. It's not like, So anyways, the second part of this haircut. And once again, they have Brad Mondo. Everybody from Paul Mitchell, honey. I think that's a person. It's a hairstylist, right? Everybody from Paul Mitchell to Brad Mondo has a tutorial on how to do this haircut. And once again, you'll start, my part is horrible. You'd want a part like this, but you want to start it literally right behind your ear. Right behind your ear and section it off to the other ear. All right? This is not perfect, but... And then this part, you're going to do the same. You're going to pull all your hair as high as you can on the top of your head. Comb it up. And mine's not going to be perfect because I'm outside and I suck. Section that off. Pull it all the way up. You want to make sure that you have those hair fibers pointing towards the front without any bumps or ridges, because any bumps or ridges are going to cause your hair to be. So you want to make sure you have all that hair straight the way up. And then you're going to pin this up on the ponytail right there and cut. And how much do I need to take? Half the damn pony. I can't see nothing. I need to cut about, bam, right there. Jesus. That's all my damn natural. You see how that's blonde? That's from the sun. Yeah, it's from the sun. I guess I have that happen every summer. It's kind of cool. In the winter, it goes darker, and then in the summer, it gets these blonde highlights. I guess I'm blessed. Because bitches be paying for that. So yeah, that's how you would do that. And then when you fall, you're going to get all of these, in the front, you're going to get all of these layers as well as in the back. Here, I'll show you a picture. Ow. I need to just do it and let go of it. And if I mess it up, then I can go to Great Clips and get her to fix it. Maybe not Great Clips. She'll probably mess it up more. We'll find somewhere where they can fix it if I mess it up. How about that? We might do this together at the park or something, at the river or something, I'd really like to do it in that river water because it just makes your hair so much softer, I'm telling you. That might be another reason why it's gotten blonder, too, because the river water, those minerals. It's natural. That's what you're supposed to be bathing in. So, you know, not saying that you shouldn't bathe in house water. I'm just saying that my skin and my hair looks amazing when I bathe in the river. It really does. Anytime I go swimming in the river, it looks great. Or if I bathe in the river, it looks great. So it might be that river mineral water lighting it up, and also the sun. I do love it. I'm glad that I got to experience it, because I'm going to go back to blonde eventually. But I didn't know my hair color because I was dyeing it for so long. You know, the early 2000s, we were all dark-headed. I had long black hair, jet black, blue hair, actually. I used to be a blue hair girl. It was black blue. It wasn't like blue. It was like black and then hints of blue. So it's a little different than the new blue haired girlies, but it was still pretty cool. I'll have to find those emo pictures of me, because I was such a little emo kid. I was more like a teenager, but yeah, I didn't know my natural hair color until 3 years ago. Maybe 2. I hadn't seen it since I was a boy. I'm joking. Since I was a wee little girl. Wee little girl. Y'all, I'm hungry again. I got pepperoni in there. What do y'all want to do this afternoon? I don't know what I want to do. I know what I want to do this weekend. I want to try to be active, homie. That's what I need to do. I mean, you know, I beat myself up. But just the fact that I went in there yesterday and knocked out a few sets of something is better than nothing. And I need to, I don't know what it is. I become obsessive with stuff. I really do. And it becomes dangerous. I've been working out pretty good. But I wish I had the energy to do more. I really do. Like, I know it'll be back in a week. But right now, I feel like I'm slacking. And I wish I could do more. My YouTube app. They're saying that my numbers are up. I don't see how. I don't algorithm bullshit at all. Okay, do you hear me? I don't understand. Don't. Let's see here. I can make the stupidest little short, and it'll make me $1. But I make a short that's important, and it makes me nothing. It's crazy. That's about the most as you make, is $1 or $2 off of the short. Depending, I would say for every 10,000 views you get like $1 or $2. So the real money won't come in until you're getting hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions. If you're just getting 10,000 views, you're only making $1 per post. And most creators, they don't post 5 or 6 posts a day for shorts. They post maybe 1 or 2 and keep it moving. It's crazy. I mean, to make even close to like $8 to $10 a day off of shorts, you'd have to post at least 20 of them. It's crazy. I feel better now that I did my makeup. I need to go get my bicycle. I wonder if those bathrooms are open. Probably not. Probably not. It doesn't look like it. That's what I'm saying. They never are. Usually the doors are cracked if they're open and they're closed, so. Story of my life. Y'all, I'm about to run. We're gonna hang out this afternoon. I just gotta get my bike and find a bathroom and charge that phone because you're on 2%. That's another thing that sucks. All my devices dying. That's another reason I haven't been able to go live a lot, because my phone's like, and for some reason I bought this new battery pack from Energizer from AutoZone, and it only works half the time. For some reason, half the time it won't charge stuff, and I don't even know where the hell it's at. Let me just pull everything out of here. This is what you have to do every time you're looking for something. I don't think I even have it. Damn it. Anyways, I'm going to go get my life together, and then we're going to go get on the computer. I think I also need to charge my computer before we can go do everything we got to do today. I don't even have the battery pack. So I'm going to go because you're going to die, and I want to say bye. Please pray for me because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for you guys, and we will talk this afternoon. Y'all be safe out there, and be a Emma. Be a Emma. Okay? Remember what I taught you. Be a Emma. Love you guys. Bye.